Imagine walking into a grand, ornate hall where centuries-old portraits of kings and queens surround you. And then, amidst the gilded frames, your eyes catch something extraordinary. A young black man, clad in streetwear, stands in a pose reminiscent of Napoleon himself. The background explodes with vivid floral patterns, as if the canvas breathes life. This is not just art. It's a rebellion, a reclamation, a renaissance. And at its heart stands Kehinde Wiley, the man who dared to paint history in his own image. But who is Kehinde Wiley? How did a boy from South Central Los Angeles, raised by a single mother, ascend to become the artist who painted Barack Obama, forever etching his vision into the cultural tapestry of America? This is the story of a dreamer, a disruptor, and a legend in the making. Kehinde Wiley was born on February 28, 1977, in Los Angeles, California. Raised alongside his twin brother by their mother, Freddie Mae Wiley, young Kehinde's life was steeped in both hardship and hope. His mother, recognizing his artistic talent early, enrolled him in weekend art classes when he was just 11. It wasn't simply an escape from the gang violence that plagued their neighborhood. It was an introduction to a world of endless possibilities. Art, Kehinde once said, became my passport to the world. And what a world it was. In those classes, he discovered the works of Caravaggio, Titian, and Ingres, European masters who painted nobility with a level of reverence that made their subjects seem immortal. But young Wiley noticed something peculiar. No one in those grand paintings looked like him. The history of art had seemingly erased black faces, relegating them to the margins of canvases, or worse, omitting them altogether. This realization planted a seed in his mind, a seed that would later blossom into his life's mission: to rewrite history through the brushstroke of inclusion. Fueled by curiosity and ambition, Wiley earned a Bachelor of Fine Arts degree from the San Francisco Art Institute and later a Master of Fine Arts from Yale University. His education was rigorous, but his vision never wavered. After Yale, he embarked on a transformative trip to Africa, connecting with his father's Nigerian roots for the first time. In Lagos, he saw vibrant, complex narratives of black identity unfold before him. He realized that blackness wasn't monolithic, it was diverse, global, and profoundly rich. This journey reshaped his artistic language, giving him the cultural lexicon he needed to challenge Western art traditions. When he returned to the United States, he launched his groundbreaking series, The World's Stage. In this project, Wiley traveled across the globe, from Brazil to Senegal, from China to Israel, painting young black men and women in the heroic poses of classical European portraiture. Each piece told a story of pride, defiance, and belonging. Kehinde Wiley's paintings are instantly recognizable. His subjects, often ordinary individuals he approaches on the streets, pose with the regal confidence once reserved for emperors and saints. The backgrounds and explosion of botanical patterns create a striking contrast to the hyper-realistic figures. But Wiley's art does more than just invert historical narratives. It interrogates them. Take his painting, Napoleon Leading the Army Over the Alps, where he replaces Napoleon Bonaparte with a young black man wearing a bandana and Timberland boots. The message is clear. Why should power and heroism be defined by white faces alone? As his work gained attention, Wiley's name became synonymous with the new black renaissance in art. Galleries from New York to London clamored to display his pieces, while critics debated whether he was paying homage to or mocking classical art traditions. "I'm not mocking," Wiley once clarified. "I'm filling in the gaps." In 2017, Wiley received a call that would change his life forever. An invitation to paint the official portrait of President Barack Obama for the Smithsonian National Portrait Gallery. This commission was groundbreaking. Wiley was the first black artist to paint a U.S. president for the gallery. Obama, known for his reserved demeanor, chose Wiley for his ability to blend tradition with contemporary cultural narratives. The result? A portrait that stunned the world. Unlike the stoic, somber portraits of past presidents, Wiley depicted Obama seated against a lush backdrop of jasmine, chrysanthemums, and African blue lilies, flowers symbolizing the president's heritage and the vibrancy of his legacy. Obama sits forward, as if mid-conversation, his gaze direct and contemplative. The portrait became an instant cultural touchstone, sparking conversations about race, legacy, and the power of representation. Kehinde Wiley's influence extends beyond galleries and presidential portraits. His non-profit organization, the Black Rock Senegal Residency, offers artists from around the world the chance to collaborate and create in Dakar, Senegal. Wiley understands that true change requires more than visibility. It requires opportunities for the next generation of artists. From music videos to fashion collaborations, Wiley's impact is omnipresent. His art graced the cover of Time magazine, appeared in Empire's set designs, and influenced a generation that grew up seeing black faces adorned in glory, not stereotypes. "History is not static," Wiley said in an interview. "We have the power to rewrite it, to expand it, to make it whole." Kehinde Wiley did not merely paint portraits, he painted possibilities. He reminded the world that art isn't just about reflecting the past, it's about shaping the future. Every stroke of his brush carries a challenge to the status quo, a whisper that says, "Look again." So the next time you find yourself standing before a Wiley painting, remember, you're not just seeing art, you're witnessing history reimagined, redefined, and reclaimed. Because, in the words of Kehinde Wiley himself, art is about seeing yourself when the world tries to make you invisible. If you found this story as fascinating as we did, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more legendary tales of icons who dared to defy the norm. Which artist or historical figure would you like us to cover next? Let us know below. Until next time, keep discovering the legends that shape our world.